All right, ladies and gentlemen. Grand Rising.
Good morning.
Grand Rising, everybody.
How y'all doing?
Go ahead and get on there so we can check out these comments. So, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, y'all.
Happy New Year, everybody. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, y'all.
All right. Grand Rising, everybody. This is
y'all,
Eric.
What's up?
This is Eric.
And I'm D, y'all.
And this is the Blank Spot Academy, our very first broadcast of the year.
Mm-hmm.
Super excited for two reasons.
How y'all doing?
And we slept in this morning.
Y'all see, we're not at the store.
We slept in this morning, man. So we're super excited, guys. Do us a favor as you jump on, drop your city and state. We're broadcasting from all of our platforms.
Yep.
Broadcasting from all of our platforms. Let me make sure that we're mic'd up on here as well. Let me see. You all right? Yeah, we're mic'd up. So do us a favor as you jump on, drop your city and state, like, share, and tag. Once again, this is the Blank Spot Academy. I'm Eric.
And I'm D, y'all.
And we are located in Columbia, South Carolina. Right now, we're at our house. That's where we are right now. We're at home. Enjoying the second day of the new year of 2023. And we are excited to share some information with y'all. This is going to be an informational and educational call. So as you already know, if you don't know, we come on every Monday and Friday at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Grand Rising. Every Monday and Friday at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Doing our best to give you some value about some personal education and some business education, both personal and business finances. And if you are out there right now and this is your first time on our live, if it's your first time on our call, if it's your first time seeing us, I need you guys to do us a favor and drop a number 1. Also, make sure you double tap the screen if you're on TikTok. Make sure you like and share this broadcast on our YouTube channel. You can like and share it, guys. Like it and share it. And make sure you hit that bell to subscribe to make sure you know when we are coming up live. What else? Facebook, we have a Facebook group, private Facebook group. It is the Blank Spot Academy. The Blank Spot Sublimation Group. I'm sorry, Blank Spot Sublimation Group. And then we also have Instagram and we have a Facebook business page. So if you're seeing us from any of the pages, and if it's your first time seeing us, drop a number 1. If you've been here before, drop a number 2. But don't forget to drop your city and state, like, share, and tag, because we are always going to be bringing you some information on Mondays and Fridays at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.
That's right.
We may not broadcast every time on all of our platforms, but we're always going to be broadcasting on our YouTube.
Yes, so please make sure that you guys subscribe to the YouTube channel. You can always find all the information that we're going to be sharing, and you can always find us there. You can always go back, to replay the information. These other platforms, you won't be able to do that. So please make sure that you are subscribing to the YouTube channel.
So to all the beautiful people out there right now who are looking at us, other than Facebook group, Facebook page, and YouTube, you will not see the notes that I'm going to be typing in. I'm going to be typing in some notes. So you won't see the notes that I'll be typing in. Forgot to flip that. You won't see the notes that I'm going to be typing in.
Yes.
But I am going to do my best to type this information in so you guys can recapture this information. So going to treat this more of a training. And I'm going to be honest with you guys. This came off the top up early this morning, thinking about what we could talk about. A lot of different topics crossed my mind. And as always, I talk to D and say, what do you think about this? What do you think about that? Well, we know we want to start this new year off right. And in doing so, a lot of people come to the new year and they make a lot of resolutions. Basically, a resolution is nothing more than a decision to do something different. But people say resolution because decision sounds so final.
Yeah. It does sound.
The word decision sounds so final.
Final. But as you said, it's just a decision to do something.
It's a decision to do something, man.
And we always say, "Oh, my resolution. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that." But we gotta be able to stick to those decisions that we're making, and that the things that we're saying that we're gonna do for the new year. We gotta stick to it.
So, have you guys made some determinations about what you want to do? Okay, before we go any further, this is a business page. We talk about business here.
Yeah.
However, this particular information is going to apply to everyone. This applies to everyone, whether you have a business or not.
Yeah.
Just wanted to make that clear, because we may talk about some things specifically relating to business, and you may feel like, hey, you know what? They didn't tell me they was going to just be talking about business. So I don't want you to be alarmed.
If you are new to our platform, if you are new to the Blank Spot, you have to understand something about us. We are different over here. We don't just sell blanks. We don't just sell sublimation blanks and supplies. We want you to be able to be educated and to be able to thrive in your business, and to be able to not only just purchase the blanks from us, but understand and know how to keep the money from the things that you buy from us and the things that you sell. So that's why we're different. Like I said, we ain't just here to sell you stuff. We want you to be educated as well. So that's why we come on here Mondays and Fridays. We talk business talk. If it applies to you, it applies to you. If it doesn't, then it doesn't. But for those of you that are new, that's why you would see us on here talking about business all the time, because we're not all about just selling you stuff. All right.
So, like I said, I'm coming from the hip. With this. I'm not sure how this is going to work out. Let's see.
Type and share?
I'm trying to type and share, guys. So I'm not sure how this is going to work out. But you know what? I can always do this, guys. I can always type and share.
In the comments, can't you?
I can type it in the comments. Long. It's a lot of stuff. So what I'm going to do is, because I don't want to mislead you guys, and I want you to get something out of this. Okay. I want you to get something out of this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to our Facebook business page. Voila. And I believe, and you know what? I'm not sure. You may not, YouTube is not going to be able to see it.
So Eric has some notes that he's written down. And, he wants to share those notes with you guys. So he's going to figure out how he can share those notes with you all.
The reason... and the reason why I'm not too excited about typing into PowerPoint, because PowerPoint actually doesn't give you everything that you need when you're going through StreamYard. We're broadcasting through StreamYard right now. So give me a second. Guys, continue to drop your city and state, and grand rising to everybody.
Good morning off of YouTube. We have Cortina. We have Collective Designs. What else do we have?
Quavia Love.
Quavia,
I'm sorry.
Quavia Love. Out of Athens, Georgia. How y'all doing out there? Hello, everyone on Instagram and on TikTok,
YouTube,
Facebook page group. Happy New Year, y'all.
Happy New Year. I hope y'all had a safe.
Guess what, y'all? We made it. We made it to 2023, y'all. We made it, y'all. We made it. Let's make this year count.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine like 20 years ago, thinking that we were going to be able to see 2023? 2023, y'all.
What was the year that everybody was saying that?
1999, 2000.
And it was going to be it.
2000.
Was it 2000?
Yeah, man, it was 2000.
That was 20 years ago. That was all 20 years ago, y'all.
Yeah, 20 years ago, man.
I'm saying that was going to be it, y'all.
23 years ago now, you know.
But we made it, y'all. We made it to 2023. You know, if that's not anything to give thanks for, then we made it.
We have made it. So I wanna be able to type this in, and like I said, I wanna hey Zebra, what's going on? I wanna see if I can do this. So y'all give me some be patient with us. We're about, still doing the introduction, y'all. So don't trip. Still doing the introduction. People still jumping on. And D is looking over here. She's looking over here. She's got her laptop up, so she's supposed to be.
Anything over here? Am I missing something?
Probably coming into Facebook as well. So Clara Collins, bonjour.
I think all I see is
you should only see YouTube, yeah. So just catch the YouTubers. So what's the best place to watch the live? Man, YouTube always, Jordan. YouTube is always going to be the best place to watch the live. Jacqueline, hey, what's going on? And because the reason why I say that is because we're going to always be on YouTube with the replays. Okay, so YouTube is always going to be the best place to watch your lives. And the big thing about it is a lot of people don't realize this. A lot of people don't realize this, but you can only do so much. You can only do so much on these other platforms. I want you to think about it. When you go to, and this is for marketing for everybody. When you go to TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, that's great. That's awesome. But when you're actually doing some tutorials, you're doing some lives, you're doing some information. And you know what? I apologize. I don't want to hold you guys up. But when you're doing some information and you have something to show and share, it's always great to be able to do that on a YouTube, I believe. And it's because for you, for your business, it's going to be great because you can also always go back. YouTube has got a lot of different space available to save information, and you can actually do your PowerPoints, your documents, and all that stuff. So I think that's a great opportunity. But for us, it's helpful for us if you go to our YouTube channel, because why? We need to get some watch hours up.
Watch hours, y'all.
We need to get out. I'm being honest. We gotta get our watch hours up. So let me see. Let me see if I can do this. And if I can't, then I'm just gonna start talking it. But I think I might be able to. So hopefully y'all had a great new year.
Hopefully you guys are ready, because we are ready for 2023. We're ready to get this information out to you guys even more than we did in 2022. We started these segments 6 months ago.
Yeah, about 7 months ago, back in June of last year.
7 months ago, and we've been very consistent with it. So we plan to continue to do that. We have a bunch of classes and information that we already have planned and scheduled for you guys for the next 3 months. Okay, so just make sure you guys are tuning in to the blank spot, so that we can make sure that we're getting this information out to you all.
And I'm gonna see if this is gonna work, y'all. Y'all, we're learning together, all right? I'm gonna see if this is gonna work, which I'm not sure. Let me see if this is gonna work.
Jordan said my first TikTok of 2023 went viral. Oh, but of course it wasn't business related. But good start. Hey, Jordan, that's a good start.
That's an awesome start, man.
Check that out, Jordan.
That's an awesome start.
That's awesome.
So of course this is not going to work the way I want it to work. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have this Jackie, Grand Rising. I'm going to have this coming up later on. So I'm going to tag you guys in this, okay? I'll tag you guys in this. But I'm going to go ahead and start reading, okay? So today we're talking about expectations, objectives and goals
for 2023. Have you guys already written those out? You know?
And why do we write this down like this? Why are we going to be talking about this like this? Well, it's quite simple.
So
quite simple.
It's simple. You know, you want to have something written down so that you can always go back and refer to it. Just like Eric doesn't know, we're gonna have us a powwow session today when we get to the office for about an hour or two, so that we can go ahead and finalize all of our plans and everything for 2023. He don't know that. He know that now.
Yeah, I know it now. Yeah,
we're gonna have to sit down and finalize everything.
We did a lot of planning in 2021. I mean 2022 for 23.
Yeah.
We did get our training together for the first quarter.
Together.
For the first quarter.
Yeah.
We still got to plan the training for the next 2 quarters.
Yeah.
We did do a couple of other things as far as planning and where we're going to go with our business. We still got to write down the days that we're going to be off for the year.
We got to do our dates. We're gonna be writing out if we're going to be having any sales. We writing all of that out for the whole year.
Wow.
I did say if. We're gonna be making sure we finalize all of that for the whole year. It's just gonna be less stressful if you go ahead and get everything written out. That way you can just kind of just go back to it and just look and say, okay, well, let's see what we have planned for this month, or let's see what we have planned for that month.
And remember, everything that you write down, you don't have to stick to it. It can be fluid.
Right.
It could be changing, so don't trip on that. Okay, you can actually change it. So what we're talking about, this is our first call, guys. It's first call for the year. Okay, and this is always going to be geared towards you. So I'm going to be asking questions about what you want to do, because we're concerned about what you want. Okay, it's not about what we want for you. Of course, we want you to be successful and experience as much success as you can actually take. But we want to talk about the things that you want in your business, but also give you some thought-provoking things, some things to think about, and hopefully this will add value to your business. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. Expectations, objectives, and goals. Expectations. The definition of an expectation is basically the strong belief that something will happen. The strong belief that something will happen. I wrote this down. Hopefully it's clear enough so Dee can read, because she's going to be getting into some of this as well. But it's the strong belief that something's going to happen. Okay. So when you think about an expectation, what do you believe that's going to happen in your life or in your business? What do you want? You have to project that. That has to be said or written down. It's very important. If you don't write it down, if you don't say it, most people feel like, well, if I don't say it and it doesn't happen, it's okay. But there's two sides to that. If you don't write it down and you don't say it, right. And it doesn't happen, it's not okay. So you have to speak things into existence and be positive about it. So I want you to read
and be specific.
I want you to read right here some examples of good expectations.
So some examples of good expectations, guys, is one, having a positive and respectful attitude. Having a positive and respectful attitude.
Man, that goes a long way.
It does.
2023, and there's nothing wrong with. So a lot of people confuse being honest. Some recipients of the truth sometimes confuse being honest with being rude or not being positive. But there's always a good spin on honesty. So.
And then one more says representing your business and products and service responsibly. Representing your business or products and service responsibly. Okay. All right. Next one. Taking responsibility for your decisions that you make. So if you make a decision to do something and then, I don't know, you feel bad or somebody make you feel bad about it, take responsibility.
Or if it doesn't work out
the
way you want it to work
out. That's what you decided to do. So you take responsibility for that. Right.
Take it as a teachable moment.
Exactly. Honesty and integrity. Making sure that you're always having that when it comes to your business and your expectations. Thinking about if it's honest and if it's integrity. And then being professional. Always be professional when these are good expectations of
your business practice and your life in general.
In your life. So I'm gonna recap. Have a positive and respectful attitude, representing your business and products and services responsibly, taking responsibility for the decisions that you make, okay? Having honesty and integrity, and then always being professional.
So we're talking about some things that we should be considering going into 2023. And I know we're here already. Some people didn't write things down. That's just not how some people are. But if you did write some things down, hopefully this will give you an opportunity or an idea to think about and be a little bit more thought provoking or thinking about how you should address certain things. These are just some recommendations and some suggestions. Okay. So those are the expectations. So, and those are, you got to understand, an expectation, like I said, is something that you believe that's going to happen. Now, unrealistic expectations come about all the time. And a lot of people don't want to talk about the unrealistic expectations that we actually we give ourselves. We plan things that's unrealistic. But here we're gonna talk about some unrealistic expectations and what unrealistic expectations actually mean.
Yeah.
These unrealistic expectations are rigid. That means that they don't have any room for conformity, no room to bend, no room for change, no anything. Okay, you solid. You like no flexibility whatsoever. Okay, and unrealistic expectations can oftentimes be caused by looking at other people's situations. So if you just joining us right now, this is Eric.
I'm D, y'all.
And this is the Blank Spot Academy, and this is our first broadcast of the year. We come on every Monday and Friday at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, sharing business and financial education with you. These calls are free. This is free content every Monday and Friday at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. But we hope to attract you by giving you value and hope to help your business. And then some of this stuff may help your personal life as well.
Exactly.
So you got to think about it. Once again, unrealistic expectations can be caused by looking at other people's situations. Also, looking for other people to validate you. Looking for others to validate you. That's important because you have to understand that if you look at someone else to validate what you're doing or what you're saying or how you're actually operating your business, then that means that you have to always depend on somebody else's word or somebody else's, something, right? Let me see. Jackie said, you said something, so don't think they I think they heard. I think they heard. I hope they heard.
We know y'all know what we're talking about when we talk about these unrealistic expectations, right?
Let's.
What's an example?
I got something down. I'm not done yet. I got something. Hold on. I got some examples as well.
Yeah.
Okay, so looking at others for validation, wanting instant results, or even expecting others to think like we think.
Right.
And then when they don't, we get disappointed.
Get disappointed and we quit.
We get disappointed because they're not thinking like we're thinking. We get disappointed because things are not going the way we want it to go, as fast as we want it to go. Those are some things that bring about or spawn from unrealistic expectations.
Yep.
And you have to understand that in order to combat unrealistic expectations, this is what D was going into, and I wrote this down. How do you avoid them? Deborah says, great information and amazing sublimation paper. Appreciate it. So how do you avoid unrealistic expectations? You first have to, I think the first thing you have to do is you have to get your mind together. You got to get your mind together, and you have to understand your limits.
Right. And I think that a lot of people, why we always worrying about what the Joneses got? And how the Joneses, they grass so green over there, right next door, right?
Not knowing that
they went over there and painted that grass
spray painted, yeah. They can afford true green,
right? Or they can afford it.
You can't afford true green. You can't afford it. So you have to work from scratch. You may have to go out there and weed your own lawn. You may have to go out there and fertilize your own lawn. You may have to go out there and water your own lawn. You can't, expect to be like somebody else. So you gotta know your limits.
Yeah.
Okay. You have to know your limits.
Yeah.
The next thing is you want to share your expectations with people we trust. We want to share our expectations with people that we trust to tell us the truth and to hold us accountable.
Yep. Yep.
How many people out there drop a number 2 or drop a number 3? Drop a number 3 if you don't want to be, let me stop. Drop a number 3 if you want to be held accountable. Honestly, if you honestly want to be held accountable.
Want to be held accountable. We're not talking about the ones that you just like whatever. No, if you really want to be held accountable, these are the people that we're talking about.
Yeah, if you want to be held accountable, drop a number 3 in the comments.
Yeah.
And this is what I'm learning as we go through our journey in our business and our personal life as well, as we surround ourselves around different personalities, couples that are in business, couples that we connect with, individuals that we connect with. We're looking for individuals, personalities who are going to hold us accountable, who are going to pull us back and say, hey, you know what? That ain't right. That's not right. Or you may want to consider doing this differently. Or you may want to check out what you said or how you said it. Because accountability is very important.
And that comes with accepting constructive criticism.
Yeah, Aisha said as an example of unrealistic expectations, if someone made $10,000 in 2022, and then they think that in 2023 they're gonna make $1 million. Yeah, that's really unrealistic. Now, to set that goal is not an issue. It's not a problem setting that goal. We're gonna talk about that as well. You're right, possible, but definitely not realistic.
Exactly.
So, and it's very important to understand when we set these unrealistic goals, how that can actually affect our progress and the amount of success that we're actually going to experience.
Yeah, because now we're looking at the months, right? And then we're like, oh man, we didn't hit this goal, we didn't hit that goal. That's because your goals, you're not realistic with your goals.
You're not realistic, okay? Double tap the screen, TikTok. Double tap the screen if you're out there. YouTube.
YouTube, you guys, you can like the video, guys,
and share it.
Okay.
Facebook, make sure you like it.
Share on.
Make sure you like it and share it too. Facebook, make sure you like and share. We want to get this information out here. This is the type of information and education that we're sharing with our circle, with our community, and talk about that towards the end as well, about community. But this is the type of information that we're sharing. Okay, so we're still talking about how to avoid unrealistic expectations. Another way to avoid them, keep an open mind. Like I said that in the beginning, but you want to keep an open mind. Keep an open mindset. When things have to be just your way, when things just have to be our way may be the best way for us at that time as we see it. But you also want to make sure that you keep an open mind, because there are some things that you're going to need to know and to be able to apply to grow. So you want to make sure you keep an open mind. I write down both short term and long term. Yeah, we're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that, Jackie. And that's great, because the next thing after this is you want to remember that we can only control what we can control.
That's it.
That's how to avoid unrealistic expectations. So let's do a quick recap. Acknowledge our limits. We have to acknowledge our limits. We have to share our expectations with people that we trust to keep us accountable. Okay, to tell us the truth and keep us accountable. Also, we need to keep an open mind. Keeping an open mind is going to set us up for success. And last, remember that we can only control what we can control. So we can't control how other people act. We can't control how other people think about us. We can't control other people's opinions about how we operate our businesses. That's their problem, not ours. So we keep on moving and we stay focused. Okay. So we just covered expectations, both unrealistic and realistic expectations. Now we're going to be talking about objectives. The word objective. Okay. And the reason why I put this in here instead of just saying goals, because we talked about this last year, but I want to give you an idea, an opportunity to understand people who are teaching or who are sharing information. They say things and things are embedded in our heads. We're going to plant a seed right now that hopefully is going to make sense to you. Objectives. The difference between a goal and an objective is that a goal is somewhere where we want to be. That's the final thing. Okay. That's the thing we want to accomplish. But the objectives are the things that are going to help to get us there. Okay. So it's just like my destination may be Houston, Texas, but I have to get on the interstate. And once I get on the interstate, I may have to make a right turn. I may have to make a left turn. I may have some detours. Those are my objectives. And in order to reach my destination, I have to take that trip. So a lot of people go straight to the goal setting without understanding. We have to understand what an objective is, because if we set our goals too high or that mark too far, then we'll be disappointed as well. So objectives, specific and measurable actions that can be reached in a short amount of time to reach a goal. Mm-hmm. How many of you guys knew that? Drop a number 4 if you knew that objectives go hand in hand with goals. Objectives do. Drop a number 4. I want to check the temperature. And have you set objectives? So drop a number 4 if you set objectives. If you knew it, and if you drop a number 4. There you go. Because objectives and goals go hand in hand. You hear a lot of people talking about objectives. I mean, a lot of people talking about goals, right? But you don't hear a lot of people talking about objectives. Right. How are you going to do it?
How you going to get there?
Yeah. How you going to get there? Okay. And that's very important, especially as we go into this new year.
Exactly.
As we kick this door down, some people still trying to break through to the new year. Unfortunately, some people were left 2 days ago at December 31st, complaining and whining and moaning and groaning, and they're back there.
It's time to be done with that, y'all.
And they haven't even kicked the door in yet.
Y'all better kick that door in.
So, an objective goes hand in hand with the goal. Mm-hmm. It's like a step. Yeah. You're not going to get to the top unless you take that step. Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm-hmm. So, got a lot of number 4s out there. So, specific and measurable actions that can be reached in a short amount of time to reach a goal. Mm-hmm. That's an objective. Okay. Now, let's talk about setting objectives. You want to read that? Mm-hmm. Can you read that? My scribble.
I can read your doctor handwriting.
Okay. All right, I'm famous.
All right, setting objectives, guys. So you want to simplify your goals.
Talk about
that word simplify.
Let's talk about that.
Right.
Simplifying your goals. As we break them down, we may have several goals.
Yeah.
And it can't be so distracting. Mm-hmm. We can't set goals that are so distracting to where we miss the mark.
Yeah.
So set some simple goals. I'm talking about even if you are working with somebody or somebody's working with you, set some simple goals. That way, that's if you want to keep yourself on track, somebody else can help you as well. So set some simple goals.
And then it says be specific with your goals, right? So you want to be specific. So like Eric said, if his goal is to get to Houston, then he's going to say, okay, well, I'm going to go down 59 to I-10 or something like that. So he's made a specific route to get there.
And now here's the thing. Once I set that specific goal, that doesn't mean that goal is not going to change.
Right.
I mean, the objective, excuse me. Once I set an objective or create an objective to get to that goal, that doesn't mean that objective is not going to change. Maybe there's a detour like these said.
It could be a detour.
Then I have to make sure I'm fluid with my goals, with my objective setting, because I may have to switch up and change. You need directions to get to the location. Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
All right. And then you want to discuss with your inner and trusted circle.
You cannot tell everybody about your stuff.
You can't tell everybody.
There's a lot
gotta have those people that you trust.
It's a lot of Debbie Downers.
Listen.
It's a lot of Sam sausage heads.
People out there praying on you
instead of praying for you.
So you can't tell everybody.
And it's not that nobody else is not thinking about what you're thinking about.
Right.
But if you want people in your circle to be rooting for you instead of laughing at you, you got to be careful who you share with. Okay, you got to be careful who you share with.
Right. All right. You're going to break down goals into smaller goals, right?
Breaking down goals into smaller goals.
Right. How so you have those little small goals that's going to get you to that big goal.
Yeah. And I mean, the reason why you want to break them down as well, you got to think about it. Let's say you're packing up a house. You're moving, right? You're moving. You're not going to just set your goal. Your main goal is to have the house packed up and be ready to move, right? Mm-hmm. But you may have to do one room at a time. So you may want to set a goal. You may want to set a goal to get one room.
Right. A certain part of the room at a time.
Certain part of the house at a time, yeah. Let me see. I'm reading these comments. Yes, you must be specific. Allow for detours. Amen to that. You can't tell everybody. That's right. Exactly. I've learned to keep things to myself.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, haters are all around. Yes, they are.
Well, haters.
They make you great.
Yeah, haters make you greater. Haters make you greater.
They make you greater, right?
You know, haters should
recognizing who they are.
Haters should fuel us. Hey, Lisa, thanks for jumping on. Drop your city and state, like, share, and tag. Let people know you. There you go, Queens, New York. Hey. Thanks for jumping on. Happy New Year to you. Happy New Year to you. Guys, you just jumping on. We're going over expectations, objectives, and goals for the new year. Whether you have a business or not, this applies to everybody. My name is Eric.
And I'm D, y'all.
And this is the Blank Spot Academy. We come on here every Monday and Friday at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And this is our first broadcast
of the year.
I'm excited. So we talking about objectives right now. So
we're still talking about setting the objectives. So the next one is understand that it is a process. It is a process, y'all. You're not gonna get right to it. It's a process. You have to understand that, you know.
But I want to do it right now.
We all want to do it right now, but it's a process, and you have to understand that it's not gonna happen right away.
But I don't have time.
It's not gonna happen right away.
I'm in a hurry.
It's not gonna happen right away.
These are all the things.
It's a process.
These are all the things that people say. Yeah. These are all the things that people say, and they don't lay that foundation, and they don't take their time, and they skip steps, and in doing so, as you skip steps, what ends up happening is that we have to go back, and it takes longer.
Yep.
It takes longer. Hey, Tanita,
thanks for jumping on. You got to backtrack and go back to those steps that you missed
or skipped.
Yeah. Because you wanted to get right to the prize. Now you got to go all the way back.
And that's time consuming. Exactly. So,
all right, the last one is motivation and inspiration. Motivation and inspiration when setting objectives.
We have to remember that nobody can motivate you. I am not going to agree to disagree with anybody on this one. And here is why. Someone may say some words, someone may do something that gets your blood pressure pumping and gets you excited. But that's temporary. And that's definitely not motivation. That's inspiration. Yeah. Motivation should come from your own situation.
Yep.
Motivation is something that's going on in your life.
Exactly. If that don't motivate you, nothing else should.
People talk about motivational speakers and people on platforms, and I'm not taking anything away from people who are encouragers of other people. Right. E.T., one of the most prestigious, Eric Thomas, one of the most prestigious speakers. Yeah. He's not, I don't care what people say. Me personally, I don't care what people say. He's not a motivational speaker. To me, he's an inspirational speaker because your motivation should come from your own situation. He can talk and he can get you excited and he can get you ready and riled up. But when he goes away, the feeling is gone and the thrill is too. What happens when that feeling is gone? Okay. What happens when that feeling is gone? Yeah. You have to look at your current situation. What is your why? Your why should be your motivation. Yep. Why are you doing whatever it is that you're doing? Exactly. What is it that you want to accomplish? That should be your motivation. Your goals that you set for your life should be your motivation. People can talk. A pastor can stand in the pulpit and get you all excited and get your blood boiling and get you tingling. But at the end of the day,
when that's over, then what?
What? So your life should be your motivation. It's a difference. And I think a lot of people confuse that a lot. Yep. I think a lot of people think about inspiration and motivation and they confuse the two. This year, guys, we're going to be doing some teaching. We're going to be doing some educating. We're going to be doing some information. I'm talking about overload, explaining, and people are going to either, like I said in the little video that I did, we're either going to attract people this year or we're going to run people off because this is what we're going to be doing. Yeah. Now, I'm going to read these comments. I'm going to read these comments over here on TikTok. She says, I'm off today, so I'm working on my 2023 goal. I'm going to design a journal, planner, and goal journal / planner as goalkeeper. Cool, that's what's up. I set up my account on Amazon yesterday to say, okay, congratulations. It says, I'm up for my regular work hours since I'm off today. I like that. That's inspiring.
That's it.
That inspires me to know that you have a regular job. You could have slept in, but you decided to get up and start working on your dream.
That's awesome.
You want to read these starting right here? Tanita.
Hey, Tanita. Good morning. Good morning on YouTube.
And this is Jackie.
And that's Jack. Oh, that's another Jack.
No, that's another Jack. Jacqueline. Jacqueline right here.
Jacqueline says, I think in the way we had to do term papers, we had to do a detailed outline with different levels of bullet points. Yep. This really helps to think through the process needed to accomplish the goal. That's right. That's right. I remember those term papers where you had to have the outline and everything. Yep. Yeah,
I was a great writer too. I didn't like school much after high school. That's college, huh? Yeah, by the time I made 12th grade, I realized that a lot of scams was going on, but that's a whole nother conversation.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Hey, Teresa, good morning. Jackie said, I can agree with that. And then Jacqueline says, agree. Understand the difference between inspiration and motivation. Yep. Jackie said, just understanding the difference is very important. Yes, it is.
Too many devils out
Jackie,
there.
Okay, Jackie, you can connect with me today after 1. Okay, I got something for you too.
Yeah, Jackie. We got that information that we talked about. So collective design says too many devils out there. Absolutely. You know, we have to stay focused. There's a lot of things that'll get us off of our focus.
Yeah,
and this is going to help. We have to write it down and make it plain so that we can continue the mission. So we're almost done. And we're going to do a little Q&A afterwards. We got it almost done. So we talked about setting objectives. We're going to do the recap.
So the recap for setting objectives, guys, you're going to simplify your goals. You're going to be specific with your goals. You're going to discuss with your inner and trusted circle only. Then you're going to break down those goals into smaller goals, like baby steps. And then you're going to understand that it is a process. You're not going to get right to it. It's a process. And then you want to make sure that that motivation and inspiration has a play in that. And
remember, your inspiration, other people can inspire you, but nobody can motivate you but you.
Yeah.
So last part of this is goals. Goals, definition, real quick, real simple. A desired result. What do you want to accomplish? That's your goal. That's the definition of a goal, right? It's we have to understand that when we go out there and just set a goal and don't set steps, i.e. objectives to accomplish those goals, we end up getting disappointed when we fall short.
Right.
So as far as setting goals, you want to set both, and I put short and long term, but I was in the military and I want to share this with y'all. Hopefully this will make sense. We want to set near term, short term, and long term goals. So if you're writing this down, and I'm definitely gonna type this up in a PowerPoint format, and I'm gonna get this out within this week, because we may go back over this again on Friday. I think it'd be a great idea to go over it on Friday. What you think?
So.
So near term, short term, and long term. Now, near term, I'm going to say near term within the first 30 days. The first 30 days. Things have changed in our lives since the epidemic has come around.
Yep.
We are looking at things differently, and I think that a near-term goal that we should set should be 30 days. Short-term goals, I'm going to say within the first 90 to 180 days. 90 to 180 days. And the reason why I say 90 is because it said that 21 days of doing something, you're going to create a habit. But if you can repeat that habit, so 21 days is 3 weeks. If you can repeat that habit at 3 weeks, at 3 weeks, at 3 weeks, up to 90 days, okay, that's going to help. That's going to help a whole lot. All right. And then I would say a long-term goal should be 18 months, starting at 18 months. You can go ahead and set in steps, but I say 18 months because things are flowing a lot differently now.
They are.
Things are flowing a lot differently now. So set Set near term, short term, and long term goals. And then you want to be smart about it. We want to be smart about our goal setting. Remember, we're gonna take a look back at our objectives, and we're gonna say, okay, these are the goals that we want to accomplish, and these are the objectives that we're gonna use, the steps that we're gonna take to accomplish these goals. Set motivational goals. I said, if you are looking for somebody else to motivate you, we are already behind. I know it sounds great. I know it takes a lot of the pressure off of us as being responsible and accepting responsibility. But we have to set motivational goals, and that motivation starts with our situation. Maybe we want to have a certain amount of sales in January. Okay. Maybe we want to have a certain amount of sales in January. Maybe we want to have a certain amount of sales by the first quarter. Maybe we want to make a certain amount of money in sales by the first quarter. Set motivational goals, okay? But also set the objectives to accomplish those goals. Set realistic, obtainable goals. Realistic,
y'all.
Attainable goals.
Obtainable. So don't go out there saying I'm gonna make $1 million this month, but last month you made $10.
Yeah.
Come on.
Now,
gotta be realistic with it.
On the other side of that, you also want to set some unrealistic, something that's out there, something that's going to take you out to, to manifest maybe 5 to 10 years later.
Right. But not for the next month.
Yeah. See,
that's the realistic part of it.
The whole purpose for this exercise and this information is to understand that when we set these goals, we want to set something to where we can have some type of success.
Yes.
If we don't see any success, then we won't continue to play the game. Right. If we don't see any success, we won't play the game. So you want to set some obtainable goals so you can see some type of progress and see some success. Write them down. And I saw somebody on here talk about a vision board earlier. I wanted to table it because we already have some things that are set up, but write your goals down. Make them plain. Also, a vision board will help. Put your goals somewhere where you can see them. I'm gonna show you something.
On that mirror, you're gonna be looking in the mirror.
Thank you.
Month.
Thank you.
Every month.
Every day. I hope so. Every day.
Every day.
I hope you're washing your face every day.
So you're gonna look in that mirror every day. Get you a marker, a dry erase marker, whatever it is, that will write on that mirror.
Lipstick. We don't care.
Lipstick. Eyeliner pen.
Yeah. Right on the mirror.
Right on your mirror, because every time you go in there, you're gonna see it. You're gonna see it every time.
Grand Rising, Kyra. Thanks for jumping on. Make sure you drop your city and state. Let us know you're tuning in.
Write them goals. Write that stuff on that mirror.
See, the reason why some people don't want to write it down, because when we write it down or when we say it out loud, it becomes real.
It's real.
That's the reason why we should write it down.
Yes.
Because it's real. It becomes real. So the same reason why many people won't write it down, it's the same reason why many people should write it down. Yeah. And I keep on seeing this collective. Trust the process. This goes into everything that we're saying. Trust the process. Yeah. Seeing is believing. Absolutely. I call it my old crap goal. Okay. When I go over all my
I like that.
And you gotta think whatever it is that you're gonna do, you gotta write it. Don't be afraid that it may not come true. Let me answer this. What if you write it and it comes true? Instead of saying, well, what if it doesn't come true? What if it does?
What if it does?
What if it comes true and you don't write it? You have no faith in yourself. You didn't trust the process. Yeah. You didn't think about, other people that are watching you, starting with your own family, your kids, things like that. So now think about that. Write them down. Get that vision board. We're gonna have a digital vision board class too. We're gonna have a live digital vision board.
We'll set that up maybe for the end of the month.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Then you gotta adjust these goals as life happens. When I say fluid, anytime you hear me say fluid, that's a term that I learned in the military during planning. our planning is fluid. When we make plans, our plans are fluid. Means that they're clear. They can change. Liquid, it can change, right?
Yep.
One day it can be one thing, and then every day priorities change.
Absolutely.
So you wanna adjust your goals, because life is gonna happen, okay? Because life's gonna happen. Let me see. Yes, I said daily, weekly, monthly, quarterly, 1 year, 3 year, 5 year, 10-year goals for my business and personal. I love it. And the reason why when we do these things, we have to understand that if we don't write these things down,
you don't know where you're going.
You end up anywhere.
You don't know where you're going.
Absolutely, stay consistent.
You don't know where you're going, guys.
Absolutely, stay consistent. The last thing is, you want to celebrate and reward yourselves when we meet those goals. Okay? We want to celebrate. We want to reward ourselves when we meet these goals. No matter how small the goal that we accomplished is, no matter how easy it may have seemed or come to you, it doesn't matter. Celebrate it. Celebrate it, but not for long.
Not for long.
You pause for a minute, you congratulate yourself, you celebrate it, and then what you want to do is you want to keep it moving.
Yep.
Because you got to go on to the next one. We got to get to that next goal.
Don't spend too much time with that celebration. You got to keep going.
So we're going to do a quick recap of the goal setting. Set near-term, short-term, and long-term goals. Be smart about it. Set motivational goals. Be realistic and set realistic, obtainable goals, but also set some unattainable goals, some things that are going to make you reach that rubber band and stretch, right? Write down your goals. Write a vision board. That's going to help you to see where it is that you want to be and adjust those goals, because life will happen to you. So you might want to adjust. Every morning we have different priorities. We have different priorities. We may wake up with one priority, and we may say, hey, you know what? We have to go and do this specific thing. We get to the store, and there may be another thing that goes
Something
on.
comes on, so we got to kind of shift.
Yeah.
So don't be afraid to shift.
Hey,
and then get yourself back on track.
Hey, Miss Kim, Grand Rising. Thanks for jumping on. Happy New Year to you. And then the last thing is you want to celebrate and reward yourself when you meet these goals. Yeah. There's nothing like doing something that you said that you was going to do, or watch this, doing something that somebody else thought you couldn't.
That's the best feeling, boy. When somebody said you couldn't do something and you did it.
Proving them wrong.
Man.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the best feeling, y'all.
Life's roadmap. Absolutely. So we did a conversation today about expectations.
Yes.
Objectives and goals.
2023.
Expectations, basically something that you expect to happen, something that you want to happen. Okay. An objective in this context is steps that we're going to use and take to accomplish a goal. And basically a goal is a desired result. Please do not try to accomplish a goal without setting an objective. Yeah. Please do not create an objective without having expectations, because we end up nowhere. If we don't plan to go anywhere, we end up nowhere, or we end up somewhere we don't want to be. We're going to go somewhere. We end up somewhere we don't want to be. Yeah. Remember that motivation and inspiration are two different things. Motivation comes from your situation, and inspiration comes from seeing other people. So that's what we got this morning. Just remember that I am going to be typing this up on a PowerPoint, and when we come back Friday, if you ain't on YouTube, when you come back Friday or Facebook, you're not going to see the full gist of it, and you're not going to be able to see the replay.
So make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel, guys, so that you can see the PowerPoint for Friday, okay?
So I need a couple of people to play the game with me. Some of you may have not been able to take notes. You may be at work right now. You may be driving, whatever the case may be. But if you were able to participate, and I appreciate everybody who has shared their comments and participated like this. But if you were able to participate, do me one favor. Drop one thing that you got from this information that we shared this morning. Just one thing. One thing. Kawana, thanks for jumping on. I appreciate it. Happy New Year to you as well. Dayton, Texas. Drop something. Drop something, that one nugget that you got from this information, because we're going to be doing this in detail every Friday, every Monday at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Give us one thing that you got from this information.
Like Eric said, if you came in late, you can either go back to the YouTube channel, watch, or you can come back on Friday. We'll be having another conversation about this on Friday
in detail. So we got set goals for your goals. Okay, I like that. Start with a realistic goal. Man, set obtainable goals. Yes. Set those goals and trust the process.
Yeah.
You did not end up where you are.
We fall
overnight.
off too fast, y'all. You got to trust that process. We fall off too fast because we don't see
how long.
We don't see, you know what I'm saying? We don't see us getting anywhere, so we just fall off and we quit after a month.
There was a picture of a man. There was a picture of a man. I used this analogy before, but there was a picture of a man that was digging for looking for gold, basically. Yeah. And he had a pickaxe and he was hitting the wall and digging. And he was
right here,
this close.
This close.
He got tired and he turned around right before
y'all just don't know how close y'all be and y'all quit.
Before you get your breakthrough. Write it on your mirror with lipstick. Yeah, hey, if that's what you need to do, man.
Eyebrow pencil. I don't know.
Hey, understand the difference between inspiration and motivation. That's a golden nugget. Appreciate it. That is very important, I think, because we tend to follow a lot of personalities, especially on social media platforms.
Yeah.
We follow these personalities, and we without having a clear understanding. Without having a clear understanding, we follow the wrong people. I'm gonna make it plain.
Yeah.
We end up following the wrong people because we don't have a clear understanding, and then we get led in different areas and different directions. So we have to understand before we start following people what we can expect. Okay.
Yeah.
Have our goals. We have our goals. We just need to take. We just need our steps.
Need our steps. Yes. You gotta have those steps to get to it. You can't just say, "Oh, this is my goal," and that's my goal.
Yeah, you gotta have steps to get to it. That's just like saying, I'm gonna go to Houston, Texas, and I don't know which route I'm gonna take.
I don't know which one. It's a bunch of routes, but which one am I gonna do?
Yeah.
You can't do all of them.
Yeah, you can't be all over the place.
Gotta figure it out.
A lot of great feedback. We appreciate that. A lot of great feedback. The one thing I want to leave y'all with is this, and I'm gonna let D close it out and leave you with something. But I want you to be mindful. I'm not saying that we're the best. I'm not going to say that, because there's always someone who's out there delivering information better. Somebody's always going to be out there that you can learn from, and somebody out there that you can actually grow using information. I'm not going to say that we're the best, but I want you to be mindful of people who talk about communities and building communities. I want you to be mindful of people who talk about growing communities and then end up selling you out to the highest bidder. And this is what I mean by this. And I'm going to talk about this on live later on today. There are a lot of people on these platforms who are building networks. Okay. Whether you follow us or not, if you see something that we posted, or you react to something that we posted, we're building a network. And our network is consisting of people who want to grow and build their organizations and operations. Some of you are already claiming to be business owners. Don't be afraid to claim it. Speak it into existence. Some of you are already claiming to be business owners. We claim to be a business owner. I'm not taking anything away from you. I'm saying that some people are not claiming it. We're building a network of people and personalities and business owners so we can give back and hopefully add value to your organization, your operation, your business, sharing some of the things that we have experienced and some of the education and knowledge that we have. Be mindful of people who are growing their networks, building a large following, and then encouraging you to purchase something or buy into something that is not good for the community. Whether it is a cultural community, whether it is a working community, whatever the case may be mindful of people who are building platforms and building networks and groups of people just to sell you out to the lowest or the highest bidder. I watched a video last night, and it made my stomach hurt. It really did. It was sickening, and it was very hard to listen to. Once again, I gotta be clear. We're not the best. I'm not the best at what I do, but I know that I'm good at what I do, and I'm just striving to get better. I watched a company last night talk about what they're going to be doing in the future, and I also saw some things being posted on social media over the weekend about this same company and them partnering with a larger company, company that deals with crafting supplies.
Yep.
This particular company does not have high quality products. I'm gonna say this again. I know this because we tried it. This particular company don't have high quality products, but this company that is promoting this company has a lot of followers, and they're encouraging you or their followers to buy into this company. Why would you promote something
that's subpar
as a business owner? The only thing that I can understand why somebody would do that is for the money. So there's going to be a lot of people that's going to be exposed in 2023. I don't have to sit there and call businesses names out.
Yeah.
If you watching in the crafting community, you can actually.
Y'all better watch these snakes that's coming in y'all back.
You can look at it, man.
That's all I'm gonna say. Watch these snakes.
They had a live. They had a live last night, and people were asking questions about one of the products that they sold, and they never once answered the question. They just kept avoiding the question. Why are we continuing to buy things from business owners that are not supporting us with great customer service and great business quality, products quality? It doesn't matter what your ethnic background is. Bad business is bad business. I would love to support people who look like me, but I would much rather support people who are doing great business.
Yeah.
And if you're not doing great business, I don't give a doggone what you look like. If you're lying, I don't care what you look like. If you're not working out of honesty and integrity, I don't care what you look like. A lie doesn't care who tells it.
Nope.
A lie don't care who tells it. And when people are out here only for personal gain, but they're talking about building community, and they're talking about lifting people up, and they're talking about building their own pockets. If you sit back long enough and listen to what somebody's saying, you'll definitely hear what they're not saying.
Yep.
And what most people are not saying, who are in the mindset of getting paid or for personal gain, or when you listen to it, the most that you're going to hear what they're not saying is that I want you in my circle to buy the things that I tell you to buy. If somebody's trying to encourage you to purchase something and it's not a great quality product service, don't do it. Don't follow that person blindly. Just think about it, okay? That's all I want to say. I'm going to talk about that later on today. So
guys, it is 2023, right?
23.
So you want to forget about what didn't happen in 2022, right? So you want to get your expectations together. You want to make sure you got your objectives in line so that you can reach that goal. Let's not dwell on the past because that's gone. That's in the past. Let's get it together now. Today is January the 2nd. Let's get it together now so that we can be better in 2023 than 2022. Okay? Now is your time. All right? Let's get it together.
I like that. You led into the expectations and objectives and goals. And, I like that. Well,
now is the time, y'all.
Now is the time. So, hey, listen, I'm Eric.
I'm D, y'all.
And this is the Blank Spot Academy. We're located at 224 O'Neill Court, Suite 26 and 27. That's Columbia, South Carolina, 29223. We come on every Monday and Friday at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, guys. And if you're looking for some affordable, cost-effective information that you can add to your life, join us on Mondays and Fridays at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We do have some paid information. You can go to the Blank Spot Academy. That is theblankspot.com. Look for I think it's theblankspot.com/collections/academy. And you can actually see some of the classes that we have that we're going to be doing. Our first class is tonight. Monday, mindset. Okay, we're talking about financial education. This is a free class tonight, so you have to go on the Blank Spot Academy, and reserve your slot. It takes place at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tonight, so don't miss it. It is free. It's going to last about 40 to 45 minutes, talking about things that can help us to improve our personal and our business finances. And then January the 4th, which is Wednesday, starts our business course. Okay.
Ooh, I'm excited.
So we got some people signed up for that as well. Some people took advantage of
the
25% off.
Right track.
Yeah, I'm excited about that.
I'm so excited about these LLCs and EINs and everything we're getting ready to help people get.
And just the education on how to do it and
the correct way.
And what is what. All right.
Yes.
Then that's a 3-week course, the 4th, the 11th, and the 18th.
Yep.
And it will be recorded. So if you cannot make it, I left the price at where it's at. If you cannot make it, it still will be recorded, and you will be able to see the recording. So if you missed the first day, the recording for the first day will be available right away. Okay, we're going to make sure it's available within the first 48 hours. So you'll be able to go back and check that out. And then January the 7th, that's Saturday. Saturday's the 7th.
Yep, Saturday's the 7th.
We have our first Sublimation 101 course.
Sublimation 101 in-house, or you can also do it online if you like.
Absolutely.
So yeah.
And I believe that's it for right now. But you can check out the academy. You can see what classes we have up on deck. Check us out. Make sure you put some money aside to invest in your business building and your growth and your personal development. But just be mindful of who you're following and who you're watching, and just pay attention. So, like I always,
and don't let them snakes come in your back door.
Well, don't let them come. They're gonna come in your backyard, but don't let them come in your back door.
Don't let them come in your back door.
Yeah, put some what's
snake
that?
away.
Snake away. Yeah, put snake away down there. Some boric acid down there. But yeah, hey. So, like I always say, when you know better, that's when you have the ability to do better. We got Dreamers Touch just popped in Milwaukee. What's going on, brother?
Hey.
Brothers, thank y'all for jumping on. Like I always say, when you know better, that's when you have the ability to do better. And the only knowledge that's powerful is properly applied knowledge. Make sure you like us, share, tag, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Don't forget to check our academy to see what's going on, to see what's going to fit your budget.
Yep.
And we'll see y'all at the top, because there's too many people struggling at the bottom. Peace.
See y'all tonight.